Good morning, everyone. Everyone, please stand up. Let's have our opening prayer. Please lead the prayer. Please arrange your seats and pick up some pieces of paper under your chair. Now, let's have our checking of attendance. Please raise your right hand if your name is called. Are we clear? Okay, now, how are you feeling this afternoon? That's great. Before we will start our new lesson, let's have our agreement first. I hope we're still fighting despite our situation right now. Now, are you ready to learn our new lesson this afternoon? Okay, but before that, who can recall our topic last meeting? Alright class, thank you so much for your cooperation. Now, let's move on to our new lesson. I am going to show you a pictures and I want you to identify or analyze the picture that I give to you and give some explanation. Are you ready, class? Now, who can explain the first pictures? Okay, very good. How about the second picture? Very good. Now, why Jesus Christ died? Why do you think Jesus Christ including to our topic this afternoon? Okay, very good, because He sacrificed His life because of our sins. Okay, class, let us answer later if all your answers are correct. Do you understand? Today, we are going to discuss about the famous or the great short story of Warrington, Berkshire's country, Massachusetts, written by Catherine F. Sellew, entitled How Odin Lost His Eye. This story revolved that Odin sacrificed his one blue eyes in Mimir well, and he threw himself of his spear Gungnir in a kind of symbolic ritual suicide. Before we proceed, let us read first our objectives. Thank you, students. I am hoping that at the end of our session, we'll have to accomplish our objectives. Before we will proceed to our discussion, let's have first our unlocking of difficulties. Since we are done for our unlocking of difficulties, let's proceed to our discussion. This time, I would like you to listen and watch attentively the video of a short summary about how Odin lost his eye. Now, what is the title of the story? Okay, very good. The title of the story is How Odin Lost His Eye. What is the characters of the story? Okay, very good. The characters of the story are Odin, Mimero, Hog, Munin, the giants of Bros, the rivers, Manage, and Freki. Where did the story happen? Happened in the Scandinavian Odin. What problem does Odin encountered during the time he lost his eye? The conflict about Odin's duties to his family in the story of how he lost his eye with Mimir and asked him to pay a high price for a drink from the well, and Odin thought of his handsome son Balder. He felt conflicted and exchanging his own son for a drink from the well of Mimir is too high so that we can have knowledge about it, or in short, to express mythology. What is the author's purpose in the story? Okay, very good. What is the theme of the story? Very good. The theme of the story is the self-flash for a greater good through love and care of lives. Okay, class, since we already know the story, let us further identify what Odin's role in the story. Who is Odin in the story? Odin is a god of wisdom, death, prophecy, and magic. Odin, son of War, and the giantess Vestelia, is the leader of the Aesir and the king of the Asgard. He is married to Goddess. Thank you, class. Why Odin lost his eye? Because he want a power to win knowledge. That's why he sacrificed his eye. Why Odin sacrificed his left eye? Because Odin was an important god in Norse mythology. He sacrificed his eye in order to gain divine wisdom from God Mimir. How can you deal with people like Odin? Patience, ma. Okay, thank you so much for your cooperation. Now, I want you to choose your own members. Each group have 3 members and 1 leader. And I want you to answer the following question. Each group will perform one of these elements of the story. The group 1 will perform a role play of exposition. Second, you can identify the rising action. Third, the climax. Fourth, the falling action. And the 5 is the resolution. Now, I will give you 10 minutes to prepare, class. Do you understand? Okay, in doing your task, I will rate you using these rubrics. Let's give a round of applause for a job well done, class. Congratulations to all of you. Now, let's have a recap because it seems that you really understand what our discussion earlier. We have the review. What lesson did you get from the story? Okay, very good. If you were Odin, do you sacrifice your eye just like what Odin did? Very good. How can you relate the story how Odin lost his eye in a real life situation? Okay, very good. If you were Odin, would you follow their attitude? Okay, very good answer. Now, get 1/4 sheet of paper and answer the following questions. Are you ready, class? Kindly pass all your papers, and for the next meeting, here is your assignment. Kindly pass this next meeting. Thank you, students.